Has triggered outrage across Canada. 3 teenage sisters and their aunt were found dead in a submerged car at the bottom of an Ontario canal in 2009. Crown prosecutors allege they were killed in the name of honor. The father, mother, and older brother of the victims are standing trial for their murders. The case has sparked debate in Canada and within the Muslim community. Farzana Hassan is with the Muslim Canadian Congress, while Maryam Dadabhoy is a member of the Canadian Council on American Islamic Relations. Both join me in studio with reaction and thoughts on the case, and thank you for coming in. This obviously casts a spotlight in a number of different directions. There's murder cases, and then there's murder cases with all kinds of overtones. This is one of them. Do you think so far the focus has been on the right place, in that this is a father and a mother accused and a brother accused of killing, and that's where the spotlight should be, or is it too much on Islam now?
I think it has become too much on the term honor killing. We don't deny this type of violence does exist, or a form of domestic violence, but in the end of the day, it is a form of domestic violence, and the focus should be on that. And by racializing this certain type of domestic violence, we're taking away and giving it more of a sensationalized aspect to it.
Do you think honor killing, when you use the term, makes it sound less offensive?
I think it needs to be called an honor killing, because I think that the intent of the crime, which is to ensure that the family does not face dishonor, that is, the intent of the crime. And with the crime, I mean, the intent, the linkage is absolutely undeniable. So I think it's very, very important to call a spade in this matter. And this is an honor killing. The father, in this case, he was worried that the conduct of the girls is going to bring dishonor to the family. Better to kill them. And this happens all the time. It's very unfortunate. So we have to call a spade in this matter. I think that any other term, for example, customary killing or domestic violence, or just simply murder, I don't think that this crime can be treated or addressed under that umbrella.
But I think if you look at the motives of an honor killing, these are family members who feel shamed by their women. It's ultimately a sense of power and control, and that also exists in domestic violence. You'll have spouses or partners who feel that their wife or partner has dishonored them by dressing a certain way or mingling with men, and in this case it was boyfriends.
But it's because of that that they think that the women are bringing dishonor to their family. So this whole notion of honor is very, very palpable in these cases, and I think that we need to address that.
But it applies across all domestic violence cases.
No, I think in this particular case it's very specific, and we need a term that is specific to the crime, and I don't think that that happens when you just simply call it domestic violence or you simply call it murder.
But do you think in this case, though, and they're both charged with first-degree murder, obviously still before the courts, but if it's supposed to be treated, in your view, separately than other domestic violent crimes or other cases of first-degree murder, should the sentence be different?
Absolutely. I think the sentence should be different, because I think that the element of premeditation is very much more present in an honor killing, whereas in domestic violence, things can go awry. For example, a beating can go awry and you can end up killing, your wife or your daughter or what have you. But in this case, and particularly in this case, the Kingston, I would say, honor killings, there was premeditation. And I think whenever that happens, I think that you have to have tougher measures. You have to have stricter penalties.
But there would be tougher measures if somebody else was accused of first-degree murder, having nothing to do with a so-called honor killing. So essentially what you're saying is you believe the sentence should be the same if they were convicted of first-degree murder. But
I think this is a result of a specific psyche. I think that, there is that psyche out there, which believes that, it's important for people to take matters into their personal hands to ensure that vice is eliminated from society. I think that that's there.
But did we let them down, Farzana? Do you think that our country, the authorities, because they had been called in on 2 different occasions in this particular case because the girls were afraid of living in their home, did we let them down?
I think if you look at any victim of domestic violence, I think we've let them all down in terms of police not getting involved or whatnot, or seeing the signs, and more avenues available for these women to go and feel like they have a safe way to step out of this situation.
Do you think that people could believe that because it's a so-called honor killing, because it could have to do with religion, culture, that they might be more apt to walk away saying, oh, it's a religious thing that we don't understand, therefore we're not going to step in and investigate beyond what we've already
Well,
done.
that's why by stigmatizing and by calling it an honor killing, it makes it seem foreign. And again, it's not foreign. It's just a form of domestic violence. And I think we should be able to walk into a situation like that if the focus is on that domestic violence and not an honor killing. Because when it seems foreign, then it seems like maybe we shouldn't get involved. This is something to do with religion or culture or whatnot, which has absolutely nothing to do with Islam. So I think, again, that just kind of feeds into it as well.
Is the attention a good thing?
I mean, this was a horrible tragedy.
A horrible tragedy.
Horrible tragedy.
But it's putting the spotlight on all kinds of different areas of this.
It is, I think, it is a barbaric act, and I agree with the author, Farzana's article a while back. But if you're going to call honor killing barbaric, you need to call all forms of domestic violence barbaric as well.
Okay, lots more to be said and had about this, but I do appreciate you both weighing in. Thank you for your time.